Is old Joe doomed without Orange Godzilla in the room? Can a villain to replace Trump push old Joe over the hump? According to a report from Axios, the news site, not the flight attendant I met in Tijuana. Does that work in Texas? President Biden's advisors are looking for a substitute for President Trump when they should really be looking for a substitute for President Biden. They're desperate for a Republican foil they can elevate, then compare Joe to in the hopes that voters side with the president. Apparently, ever since the Dems lost the Virginia governorship by making parents feel less welcome in schools than members of ISIS, there's a feeling they can't hold Congress in the midterms by focusing on out-of-office Trump or an in-office Biden. So they want to bring other Republicans back into the fray as targets. Of course, some obvious names include the president of Florida, Ron DeSantis, and the president of Turtles, Mitch McConnell. I keep expecting him to get bonked on his shell by the Super Mario Brothers. What do you think about that, Joe?
No, man. Good night. We're gonna stick to it. That's the old plan. I ain't changing horses midstream. I ran against Trump. I'll do it again. I don't care if he's running. There's an old saying in my business: you dance with the one who brung you. Well, Trump brung me, so I'm gonna dance with him. I mean, old school dance, like Muhammad Ali. You know, flows like a butterfly, sing like a bee sting. That's it. Charlie Foxtrot, January 6th, Charlottesville. Racism, sexism, over and out.
Yes. Kaylee, I don't think they need Trump because the tradition for Democrats is to portray every Republican as evil. Remember how when Trump was president and suddenly they loved Mitt Romney and G.W. Bush? Doesn't anybody remember that they hated them too? It doesn't matter.
They did, but this is next level obsession. I mean, these people have a maniacal obsession with President Donald Trump. They just do. I mean, this guy, the guy we just watched, that's Basement Boy. And the only way he wins is by having a foil. Well, guess what? You have a foil, Russia, who's running across Eastern Europe. You have a foil, the Taliban, who just took over Afghanistan. You lose 2 countries in a year. I mean, come on, Basement Boy needs a foil. Who's it going to be? I mean, they have an obsession with DeSantis, too. We'll see.
What about you? Tyrus, what do you think? Is this a strategy? It's kind of like they're saying that Biden is like James Bond. The movie sucks if there's no good villain. I like that analogy. I wonder...
Did Adam Schiff write it?
Yeah.
Dear sweet President Biden, you need somebody dumber than your behaviors with policy from the Republican side to make you look good. And I need a unicorn for my daughter to fly in when I get home tonight. I got a better shot at a unicorn coming in. They don't get it. They're not going to get it. Doesn't matter. You got rid of, you called him the Orange Godzilla. I think he'd probably like that.
Yeah.
You got rid of him. You took him off Twitter. You took him off social media so you wouldn't have any 3 a.m. tweets telling you what's wrong with yourselves. So the problems were over. So now that he was gone, you're like naked chicken wings. You have no flavor, no spices, and everybody cannot wait to cover you with something new.
That is an amazing... There's nothing more pathetic than naked chicken wings. And you're right, Joe Biden is the naked chicken wing of presidents. He was supposed to be calm, Kat. We were told that when we got rid of evil tweeter, we were gonna have a kind and gentle, like, Grandpa Walton. Instead, we got, like, Freddy Krueger on Depends.
Yeah, but they still don't really have a strategy because this whole article was about how they know they need to stop talking about Trump. And I love the woman, they quoted this woman who said, we know we can't talk about Trump anymore, so we're gonna shift and talk about MAGA.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that's his thing. It's like, girls do that with, they're like, I'm stopping talking about my ex, I'm over it, but instead of just saying that to themselves, they like post that on the internet. Like, who is that for? Like, it's obviously directed at him, so they know they're obsessed, but that doesn't mean they've been able to stop it or know how to fix it or stop obsessing over it.
No, it's true. They can't, it really is. They are totally Brokeback Mountain with Trump. They can't quit him. They can't quit him. I don't know which one is which, though. I don't know which one's that guy or the other guy. All I know is, they're looking for a Trump substitute, and Jimmy, you're our comedy substitute.
Hey, girl.
Who should be their Trump alternative? You notice that they kind of went after Joe Rogan for a while because they could insert him in any story, right? Joe Rogan was like they're next.
I can't even, by the way, I can't even come back at all your attacks because I don't want to get uninvited from your birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese. I like it there. I love you so much. You know I do. Here's the real problem with Biden, okay? He wanted this gig his whole life.
Yeah.
He did. He wanted it his whole life. But now he got the gig, he has to do the gig. And it's clear to everybody watching, he can't do the gig.
Right.
Like, Joe Biden is the only person we know who quits talking in the middle of a sentence because he's done.
Yes!
Okay. Yo.
That's good.
Yo.
That's good.
We're not mean for saying that. We're just pointing out the obvious. This dude is sending in the punt team on second down, okay? You're not supposed to do that. In any other generation, you take away his car keys, we gave him the nuclear codes. But here's the thing. Really, really quick, okay? The ruse of the whole scam was that we said, what? Oh, we had Trump. The party needs new blood. They literally meant new blood as in transfusions. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And this is depressing. We have this doddering old man in his late hundreds. No one takes us serious. People say they wish we had Donald Trump. I would take Barron Trump at this point.
Yes. I would take Tiffany. Thank you. I would take Tiffany Trump. Yeah, but the upside about this is at least we don't have any international threats going on, so we're in good shape. All right, up next, it's past time. The masked promoters listen to science and the voters.
Gutfeld in Dallas is brought to you by Cybereason.